Spaces play important roles in films. When filmmakers want to create a specific atmosphere, choosing a suitable space is quite helpful. This video essay will analyze alley scenes in the film and how they contribute to the narrative of the film. In the book The Aesthetic Townscape, Japanese architect Yoshinobu Ashihara analyzed the aspect ratio of height to depth of the street and how they influence people's feelings. When height is equal to depth, it is a turning point of the property of the space. When height is smaller than depth, people can see the whole building on both of their sides. As the aspect ratio becomes bigger, the space will let people feel loose connection. When height is equal to depth, the relationship between the buildings is nice. The space is comfortable for people to stay and move. When height is larger than depth, the ratio generates the feeling of being surrounded, which gives people a sense of occlusion. This video essay only focuses on the aspect ratio of height is larger than depth. We call this kind of space alley, and discuss about the features of alley shown in films. These features are narrowness, complexity without destination, spontaneity without specific functions, and darkness. This video will analyze how filmmakers use this kind of spaces in films and how the features of alley help the narrative. Narrowness. Because alley is a kind of a narrow public space, its space properties can change easily according to the dynamic temporary change. It is an open space with two walls. When there have two people on both sides of the alley, the space will be narrowed and closed down. So the plot that takes place in the alley is usually the turning point in the narrative, in order to achieve unexpected results, which gives audience a feeling of tension. Complexity without destination. Alley is more like the leftover space between the buildings, not designed as a street, so the traffic condition in the alley is complicated. No one really knows where the alley leads to. In the films, it is a good space to escape and hide. When the filmmakers want characters to survive, the scene takes place in the alley with many forks. While when the character is in the blockage, it'll happen in dead-end alleys. This kind of scene can push the narrative to the climax, and this uncertainty keeps the audience curious about the film. Spontaneity without specific functions. If we think about the function of the alley, the answer is unclear, because the space is not explicitly defined. They are not only part of the traffic, there are also some informal and spontaneous functions given to the space, like temporary gathering, private behavior, secret communication, or unorganized business activities. To a certain extent, the activities taking place in these non-functional spaces reflect a style of the city. Filmmakers use this to generate the background environment of the story and characters. Like in the movie Night and the City, the character lives the alleys, indicating that his identity is at the bottom of society and implying his ultimate destiny.
Well, you're sober. Trade must be slow.
Darkness. Alley is a kind of a space which is hidden behind the cities. No one would like to go to such a place in a daily life, so some dark activities will happen here. Like in the film Kill's Kiss, filmmakers make the murder happen in the alley. The light of the alley is dim. The camera is in low corner space to shot. It is like peeping the whole process in the space. It is very close to the noisy street. Even one can hear the music from the building, but no one hears what happens in the alley. This space increases the despair and helplessness of the character, and also reflects the darkness in the city, which is quite close to us. So, in the conclusion, the space in which the story takes place often reflects the inner world of the character and indicates what is going to happen. Filmmakers use alley scenes to help turn and deepen the narrative and create immersive feelings for the audience with specific shooting techniques. In the sense, the alley is always at a critical position in the movie plot.